10,000 IU of vitamin D3. Is this a risky dose or a health boost? When most people think about vitamin D, they're used to hearing about doses around 600 IU. Sometimes 1,000 or 2,000 IU. But mention 10,000 IU, and it might sound shockingly high to some. To put this in perspective, let's compare it to vitamin B1, thiamine. The daily recommendation for B1 is around 1.2 milligrams. Now if you convert 10,000 IU of vitamin D3 into milligrams, it's only about 0.25 milligrams, which is just a quarter of a milligram. So, why would someone need 10,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily as a maintenance dose? Let's break it down. Why is vitamin D so important? Vitamin D is often called the most important vitamin, and for a good reason. It influences over 10% of your genetics. Yet, more than 90% of the population has vitamin D levels below 40 nanograms per milliliter, which is too low. The current guidelines recommending 600 IU were primarily set to prevent rickets and support bone health, not to maximize overall health benefits. Are you getting enough vitamin D? Think about how much time people spend indoors nowadays. Many of us barely go outside, and our location plays a huge role. If you live in a northern region, getting sufficient sunlight is nearly impossible for most of the year. Here's a simple rule to check if you're getting vitamin D from the sun. The shadow rule. If your shadow is longer than you are tall, your body isn't producing vitamin D. That's because of the angle of the sun in relation to the earth. Also, you can't absorb vitamin D through glass. That means if you're sitting by a sunny window or driving in your car, you're not getting any vitamin D. Another major factor is skin color. The darker your skin, the more sun exposure you need to produce the same amount of vitamin D. Some people need up to 10 times more exposure than those with lighter skin. Signs of low vitamin D. If you're deficient in vitamin D, you might experience 1. Lower back pain or achiness, especially in the hips or thighs. 2. Tight muscles in the lower back. 3. High blood pressure, due to lack of nitric oxide regulation. 4. Depression or anxiety. 5. Weakened immune system. 6. Chronic inflammation. The hidden causes of vitamin D deficiency. Since the 1980s, society has become afraid of sun exposure due to concerns about skin cancer. Sunscreens and even facial creams now contain sun blockers, which prevent vitamin D production. Yet, here's an interesting fact. Since 1980, cases of melanoma, skin cancer, have continued to rise, despite increased sun avoidance. Surprisingly, melanoma often develops in areas that are not exposed to the sun, suggesting that low vitamin D levels may be a bigger factor than sun exposure itself. For optimal health, especially for immune function, 10,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily is recommended. That's equivalent to spending about 20 minutes in the summer sun, far from toxic levels. Vitamin D resistance. Why some people need more vitamin D? When doctors test your vitamin D levels, they're checking the inactive form, not the active form your body actually uses. For vitamin D to work, it needs to go through several activation steps before binding to vitamin D receptors in your body. However, several factors can block this process, including 1. Genetic issues with vitamin D receptors. A DNA test can reveal this. 2. Plastics and forever chemicals, which disrupt hormone function and vitamin D absorption. 3. Aging. Thicker skin absorbs less vitamin D. 4. Obesity. Fat tissue traps vitamin D, making it less available. 5. Gut issues, like IBS or inflammation, which impair absorption. 6. Pregnancy and breastfeeding. Higher vitamin D demands. That's why some people need even higher doses, sometimes up to 10 times more than the standard recommendation. The magnesium connection. Here's something most people don't know. Vitamin D3 won't work without magnesium. As you increase vitamin D intake, your body's demand for magnesium also rises. Without enough magnesium, your body can't properly activate vitamin D, leading to a functional deficiency, even if you're taking high doses. The powerful health benefits of vitamin D. Vitamin D has a broad spectrum of benefits, from cancer prevention to tumor reduction. However, for therapeutic effects, high doses are often needed. For example, autoimmune diseases, which are becoming more common, respond well to high-dose vitamin D therapy. A doctor in Brazil who specializes in autoimmune conditions has documented thousands of success stories using high doses of vitamin D3. His wife, who had multiple sclerosis, MS, takes 100,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily. Of course, if you're considering very high doses, it's crucial to work with a healthcare professional to monitor your calcium levels, as excess vitamin D can sometimes lead to high blood calcium. That said, you'd need to take hundreds of thousands of IU daily for months to experience toxicity. The reality is that most people are far more likely to be deficient than to take too much. If your levels are too low, increasing your intake can significantly boost your health with minimal effort, cost, or risk. Addressing vitamin D deficiency is one of the easiest, safest, and most effective steps you can take for better health. Since most people don't get enough sun, we need to compensate by taking more vitamin D3. As a maintenance dose, 10,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily is recommended. Take it with vitamin K2, magnesium, and zinc for better absorption. Consider testing your levels to find the right dose for you. Our bodies are designed to get plenty of sun, but modern lifestyles prevent that. So, whether through sun exposure or supplements, getting enough vitamin D is essential for optimal health. Have you ever taken high doses of vitamin D3? What was your experience? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this information valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on optimizing your health naturally. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next